Well, I haven't filmed on a GoPro in a while. But here we have it, the Jazz commencing the K-swap. So first operation is to remove this engine, which won't be done today, but I'll start getting bits and pieces of it off. And if I can get in the boot, because the boot's a bit shit in opening. That's open today. It's a whole boot full of bits and pieces. Not that you need to see that because you're already watching it, but there you go. So yeah, so Hasport have let us down, and over 6 months no engine mounts arrived, so I'm going to get Jonathan to make them for me. So we've begun. We've taken off the crash bar, the air condenser for the aircon, taken off the aircon pipe, battery tray. Obviously this is one of the mounts we need to make. It goes from the K20 gearbox to the Jazz mount there. The other one's down there, you can't see it. And this one here is the one that'll be a little bit more awkward because the K20 mount sits at the front there, but that's at the back of the head. So we're just going to have to come out here and go along there. The Hasport mount looks like it's an alloy sort of bracket. We'll just kind of copy it from like a picture, see if we can get close to it. But yeah, I'm going to carry on taking the radiator out, drop the coolant, get the water pipes off, and then get the gear linkage off, and then take the exhaust off maybe. That's about it. Get the wiring pulled out as well. Good old Jazz. It's all ratchet. I'll just film the last memories of this before we remove it. Do you like that engine?
Beautiful.
It's not, is it?
Not really. Too small.
That's an easy mount to make, surely.
That should be alright, yeah.
The one at the back of the gearbox should be alright. This front one's the only one that'll be a bit shit, but it's not going to be too bad, I don't think. Some sort of development there, because it sits there to there,
sits further back, yeah.
Meh.
Yeah, we'll make some in.
Oh,
alright. There is an extra bolt down there on the K20, so
yeah,
you can make a mount go across further.
Oh, at the back of them, is it?
You can see it on this one.
I'll go and have a look. Let's go and have a look. Right, so we've progressed a little bit further. We've got ECU loop. It's all removed from in there. All the wiring is disconnected from the fuse box also. Just started taking off the radiator hoses. I've disconnected the gear cables. I just need to get there's like 2 little clips there that hold them in. Need to get them out. And then the radiator can come out. And then I'll get underneath and remove the exhaust. And then once the exhaust off, it's pretty much just the engine mounts that hold them. Oh yeah, clutch line. Get the clutch line off, and then the exhaust, and that's pretty much the engine ready to drop out. Hopefully, I'll probably do it in about a week's time. I'm not going to have time today to do it. But then once that's out, and then we can start looking at what we have to do. Excuse the noise. There's an aerial atom on the dyno behind me. In there somewhere. With a K20 in it, supercharged. But yeah, we'll crack on with this. And at least we made a bit of progress for day 1 of the conversion. I would like to have the engine out, but I've not really got the time today, so I've actually got a bit further than I thought I probably would have done, but there you go. So yeah, finished radiator hoses off, and then radiator out, and then gear cables off, then exhaust off. Job's a good one. Yeah, so we made a bit of a start today. We've got pretty much the engine ready to drop out the car. There's just the drive shafts left in and the engine mount bolts, that's it. Everything else is removed, exhausts off, all the fuel pipes, water pipes, everything else is done, and all the wiring's pulled through from inside the cabin into the engine bay, and everything's disconnected, the knee's disconnected. So with a bit of luck, it's going to be a couple of weeks now, but within a couple of weeks time, head down, drop the engine out, and then look at putting the K20 into the engine bay, and then we can start lifting it up to see where we need to start making these engine mounts. They don't look too bad, to be honest. They look relatively easy. One on the driver's side front one, the top on the cylinder, that looks a bit more awkward because it's got to go back of the way, whereas the gearbox one's pretty straightforward to do by the looks of it. They shouldn't be too bad. And that's it really. Then build the drive shafts and start attaching things back together. I should hopefully have everything I need with a bit of luck. We may have to modify that exhaust manifold I've got. I've got the FN2 4 to 2 to 1. Probably going to have to modify that a little bit to make it fit, but that's okay. We can do it there. So that's it for part one. I haven't really filmed a great deal, and well, pretty much because I've been getting on with it, but next time I'll get the engine out and then we can start actually getting on with the project properly. But it's actually good to make a start on it. It's been a long time coming, and hopefully have it finished within well, I'm going to aim for 2 months because I'm not going to go at it flat out. So if I get it done by what we're on now, start middle of June, if I get it done by end of August, I'll be well happy. So that'll do me, and that's it. Then we need to look at how to upgrade the brakes for a GD chassis, because I don't think the standard brakes will be up to it. So that's another thing to look at in the future as well. But cool. So next episode, engine out and start weighing up the K20 into the engine bay. Cool stuff. Bye.